Okay, so you all hear about like those glow ups. Let's do a glow up, and it's like face mask and change your hair and buy these clothes. But I'm gonna tell you how to do a mini glow up that has nothing to do with the way you look. And I love doing glow ups. Like I'm a huge glow up person. But this glow up is like very inner because that is super important. If you can glow up inside, you will glow outside. This is true. The first thing I do when I'm doing a mini glow up and I need to like reset, that's what I call it, my reset, is a mindset change. Now that's a huge thing. Your mindset is so huge. And I find that because I am with patterns, as we all are, that I will sometimes get in these patterns where my mindset is like very not that good. And then I start talking bad about myself, or I start, making assumptions about things that are not going to happen. And the first thing I ever do when I do a mini glow up is change my mindset. So I start doing like affirmations and being more confident. And I start being more aware of the things I'm thinking. Like, am I talking nice to myself, or am I, you know, like saying like a bad, like a not a negative inner dialogue. But then I think it's also like I've flipping my perspective. So seeing things in a new light, when things are going wrong, changing my mindset into being more positive and to be more motivated. Like I can do this. I'm capable of it. I can do hard things, and really like focusing on that mindset, the positive, the energetic mindset, you know, I'm not tired, I'm energized, and I'm ready to get the day. And like honestly, like I like to create like a little vibe too. Like, it's like you wake up and you think about how your perfect day would be, and how your mindset would be for that. Like waking up and you have your like good amazing cup of coffee, because I love coffee. And you have a really good healthy breakfast, and then you play a really good song that gets you going and energized, and you just have that mindset in your day that this is going to be a good day, that kind of mindset. And that's an amazing way to glow up internally, because once you start changing your mindset, it will reflect everywhere. And it's just you will glow from inside out. I promise you. The other thing is keeping small promises to myself. I do this for my mini glow up. Keeping small promises to myself. If I say I'm going to go to the gym, well, I don't go to the gym. I go in my basement to do dumbbells. But if I'm going to work out, I work out. And I just be very loyal to myself and keep my promises. If I'm going to, and I'm big for this, like I will make plans with myself, and then something will come along, and I used to cancel it. Now I don't. Now when I'm especially when I'm focusing on like a reset for myself, I focus on making sure that those plans I made, because I made them for a reason. I needed them to energize myself. I'm introverted too, so like I need, like, if I'm around too many people too much, then I need time to get back to me. So doing that, keeping small promises for myself. That's the second one. The third thing is not giving access to anyone, to just anyone, not anyone, to just anyone. I have become super protective of my energy. It is so important to make sure your energy is around people who energizes you and not drains you. That's huge, because like, especially like now that I'm in that out of my fight and fight mode, I'm like in such a secure position in my life right now, like just like with who I am and how I feel. And I got to know myself so well, and got so comfortable of who I am as a person and what makes me happy and what makes me feel good, that when I'm around people who don't give that feeling to me, then I back away. I want people in my life who have that similar energy, who make me feel good, who make me feel safe. If that's not, somebody, then I will not have them in my life or contact with them too much. Not only that, I've always been a very accessible person, and I stopped doing that because I realized I don't actually have to interact with everybody in that way. I don't have to give parts of me away all the time to people. that I could be protective of that and keep things to myself and keep the things to just my group of people and the people that are safe to me. Your energy is super important. Like, it's super important. It's like, you know, when there's like a blueberry that's rotten with a bunch of other blueberries, and then all the other ones start getting rotten. If you have somebody who doesn't have that good of energy, negative, complains a lot and stuff like that, it will really drain you. So I'm very protective about who's in my space and my energy. And then the fourth thing is moving my body, like someone who loves herself. Like, that's, I like, now that I'm consistently working out, it's become like where if I go a few days I don't feel good, and I feel really, really good about myself when I work out. Like, I feel like I naturally glow. It's just such a, like, mentally it helps me. So for me, that's like a big thing. Like, I'm in the habit now of always working out, but I never used to be. This is like, well, I have in the past, but this is like now a consistent streak, and I'm not giving up. I'm going all the way, because I always stop when I hit a certain point, and I'm not doing that. I'm going to go and see how far I can go with this. I'm just going to, like, from the rest of my life, I hope to just work out until, you know, I'm dead. But it feels so good. And like, it's just such a loving act to myself. And it makes me feel like, so like, I can't even, like, I feel energized. I feel like clear-headed. I feel like just so accomplished. I love the way my body feels after. Like, I love being sore. I love how my body's starting to look. Like, I just really enjoy the whole experience. I love walking my dog. Like, it is like one of my favorite things. When I walk my dog is actually when I think about my book and like ideas for it and my YouTube channel. Like, it just, like, it's amazing. I love it. I will sometimes go on 2 walks if I could. Well, I do actually. I like walk twice a day, actually. I just love it. And my dog loves it. She's a big shepherd lab, and she just enjoys it, obviously, because she's a dog. But it's like my favorite thing to do. And I need to do it for my mental health, for my energy, for everything. But that's like when I'm having like kind of like a week where I'm not, you know, things aren't going very well. Being consistent with my exercising and moving my body really helps. And like, I suggest everybody to walk. Like, I think walking is just such an amazing thing. I think people underestimate the power of a walk. I'm encouraging my boyfriend to walk more because, like, you know, actually I think when I'm done this, I'm going to go tell him, let's go for a walk, because like, it's just so good. And it's just so nice to get like, be out and like, with the fresh air and stuff, and depending where you are, if you go walk like where there's trees and nature and stuff, it's just really nice, and it's a good way to glow up. And then speaking to yourself like you matter. Like, it's so insane when you like actually focus on what you say to yourself, and then you're like, man, am I a hater? Like, do I hate myself, or am I my best friend? Because if I was my best friend, I would not speak like that. If I said the things that I said to myself, to my kids, or to my boyfriend, or to my friends, like, it would be super inappropriate. Like, it would not even be kind. Like, it's not a kind thing. So why do I speak to myself like that? And like, if I'm telling myself like this, then I'm just inviting for other people to talk like that to me. Be your best friend. Hype yourself out. Be like, girl, you look amazing. You know what? Like, you were awesome. We're going to have an awesome day. Everything's going to work out for us. The universe is working for us. Like, just hype yourself up. Speak kindly to yourself. Be your best friend. What would you say to your best friend? Say those things to you. Like, really, she wouldn't say those like things that you say to yourself to your best friend. And be like very like aware of what you're saying to yourself, because it's super important. Like, you talk to yourself the most, so like, make sure you're saying like the best things. And like, why wouldn't you want to? Like, love yourself. It feels so good. And you do these 5 things, you'll feel so good, you'll feel energized, and then you can take it a step further, and you can even like do more self-care stuff. But this is like all self-care. Like, all the things I mentioned, self-care. It's just like the inner self-care. And honestly, I'm going to throw one more thing in. So number 6, journal if you can. Like, I am so like big on journaling. Like, you should journal. Everyone should journal. Like, even if it's like 2 sentences a night, just get in the start getting the habit of it, because like you learn so much about yourself and you have it documented, so you can look back and be like, I changed so much, and it just encourages you to keep going, and it helps you get things off your mind. It shows you what your patterns are. It resets you. Like, it feels good to get things down on paper, and get yourself like a cute, like, I have like certain journals that I write in with a certain pen, and I absolutely, like, I adore them. I love them. And that's like one of my favorite things with walking is journaling. Journaling is such a good self-care thing. And that's all I have for you.